9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, welcome to Sunday Rum Day. Coming up in tonight's show, I haven't got a flipping clue to be honest, but it is Black Tot Day, so we're going to be doing a bit of stuff around Navy Rum and God knows what else. There's some other stuff coming up in a second, but apologies if I'm a bit unprepared. We've just been watching the football. I think I'm sorted. I think everything's on, but I haven't got a clue what's going on at the moment. So we shall crack on with stuff. I'll say hello to people. The stream, I'm missing loads of comments in there, but let's go back to front. Claire, Dacky, Scott, Chris, Ian. Oh, no, that's not going to work because this thing is going back to front there. Right, let's go bottom. Ganimal, Scott, Henry, Decky, Lee, Philip, Tom, Karen, Windy's here, Gus is here, Bingo Ringo, Gin Man, Bunnix, loads. You're all here. Loads and loads and loads of you. Thank you. Welcome. What a game of football that was, wasn't it? Cool. Got a little bit of emotion watching that. Brilliant. For you foreigners watching, England, we've just won the Women's Euros, which has been awesome. So, yeah, happy days. Happy days. So, tonight, where's it gone? Up here. That's kind of, that's what today is all about. My poster, which I would show you, is like hanging up on the scene there. But it is 52 years to the day since the Navy stopped issuing the old... the Admiralty stopped issuing the Navy with their daily ration, their daily tot. So today is Black Tot Day, 31st of July every single year. It was the 50th anniversary a couple of years ago, but it's rocking out every single year. So we're just going to be doing... I'll get these boxes up in a minute. We're just going to be sort of deep diving a bit into... I thought we'd kind of turn it into like a Navy Rum sort of show. And kind of having a little taste and a little deep dive. I've got plenty of sort of stuff to be going on with. But this show's also special for another couple of reasons as well, because it is 2 years to the weekend since I started doing this live show. I had a little count up earlier because I did miss a few shows through illnesses and sort of being away for a couple of weeks here and there. So this is actually live show number 88. And I think I've got the schedule right. I'm kind of thinking that the 100th show, 100th live, will be at the end of October. Either it might be that or it might be the first week of November. It depends. I haven't decided about bank holiday weekend yet. So yeah, 88 shows, 2 years. But it's also my little birthday, isn't it? Well, my birthday's on Tuesday. So you lot, I don't know what's going on here. This one I had to go and salvage from half a mile away down the street. Thanks, Tom. But this little beast here, I've got absolutely no idea what's going on in here tonight. All I got was like a little... It's a little... I haven't opened it. I've got a little piece of instructions here. It says, Steve the Barman. Can we hold that up? There we go. You are ordered by your legends, my community, my membership community, to follow these instructions. The gift box, I can't read that now. The gifts are to be opened on Sunday the 31st at 8 p.m. live on your show. Inside this box, you will find 4 gifts. They must be opened in size order from small to large. So, let's do this. For all of you who've just come on as well, hello. Mr. I can see loads and loads of names sort of popping up in there. So I've got no flipping idea. I don't even know which is the biggest and which is the smallest. Oh, well, that's just falling out of that. So we'll get rid of that. Right. So I've got that. Jesus. Right. I've got a card here. I did see that because that was on top as well. I've got nothing in that. Well, that's a bit disappointing, isn't it? There's nothing in there. Wow. I've got some... Yeah, that can sit down there as well. Right, where are we? I've got that. Hang on, it's 3. 3. Oh, no, there's 2 in here. Right, can I get rid of that now? Let's get rid of that. Let's whack that over there. More like stuff. Let's put that in there. I'm really, really sorry for all of you that are just tuning in thinking. Right. going on here? Hope whoever did that is going to come around with the bloody Hoover. Right. So, must be opened in size order from small to large. So that's the smallest. Have I got the right order? I'm assuming that's the order. Can I open the card first? I'll open the... Shall I open the card first? I don't know. I'm just winging it. You open the card first, don't you? Really? Do you? Or shall I open the card in a minute? I don't know. What's going on? What do I do? It says nothing about the card. I'm all confused. I don't want to upset anyone. I'm going to open the smallest present first. What's that? Look. Get out the lambs. I haven't got... You know what? I haven't actually got any lambs. We've discussed lambs. Not sheep, as in lamb's rum. Right. Bloody hell. So, I've got no idea. Right, this is a little... Bloody hell! Open the card at the end. All right, Tom. Bloody hell! That's a bit special, isn't it? Look at this! Look at that! It's only a flipping CARONI. Wow. Look at that. Is that 400 quid worth? Jesus. Boutique CARONI. Wow. Thank you. Right, okay. So now we're going for this one. Card last. He'd make a fetching panto scarecrow. No worries. I'm not going to football women's team show. Right. What's this? From one extreme, literally from one extreme to the other. So we've got CARONI in there, and then we've got Dead Man's Fingers banana in there. Wow. Thank you. Not to be unappreciative. Right. Hard last. Get the words out. Change your views on the CARONI, Steve. What's this? Oh, more dragon. Oh, yeah. What? I'm going to throw this straight in the bin. You bunch of jokers, innit? I'm going to auction this off to the... Right. Can we see what that says? Why? I bet that was Wendy's idea, wasn't it? Or Scott. Who came up with that idea? Jesus. Why? Let's... Edinburgh gin. Few American gin. Number 3, London dry gin. Curry. I've got curry gin, actually, don't I? Curry's actually all right gin, to be fair. Gin. Wow. Do I have to go any further? Can I just keep it at CARONI? Wow. Classic London dry. Wow. Thank you. You're too kind. Make the most of it. This is your one gin-free bot-free night. Bloody jokers, isn't you? I knew I was getting stitched up one way or another. Right. That's going to be filed under never being seen again. Re-gifting? Whose birthday's coming up next? Steve, you're so unappreciative. Right, you jokers. You bunch of jokers. All right. Right, this is quite heavy, actually. What's this? Shit, the bed. All right, thank you very much for the gin. I take that all back. Are you kidding me? Wow. Look at that. Right. So this, boys and girls, is Ron Cube. It's the extra viejo. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Jesus Christ, guys. Thank you very, very much. How do we open that? This looks... Wow, look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is a bit special, isn't it? Right, let's put the gin to one side. The gin could be filed down here for... Just just for a few minutes. Right, look at, is this how this opens? Wow, look at that. Look at that. Can we see that? Holy hell. Look at that little beast. Let's give you a close up of this. The Extra Viejo. This is posh Carta Blanca. Can we see? Can we get hang on a minute. Can we do that in the back so you can kind of see? There we go. Extra Viejo. Look at that. Cuban rum. Proper banging. Can I open this? Oh, I don't know what to do. Or is there instructions in the wow. That's immense. Oh, it's all in Spanish. Oh, look.
That on Tuesday.
Oh, we're christening that on Tuesday, apparently. Wow. Hang on. Let me get to the English in here, because there's a lot of Spanish. So the Extra Viejo combines the lightness and softness of typical of Cuba's white rums in one single intense, complex experience, which will remind you of more aged ones. Of a light amber colour, perfectly clear and bright, it holds unique niceties resulting from the natural and slow maturation process and the aging of the finishing in bottles, chosen to preserve the unique characteristics of the original base rums, which give life to the original blend. Gentle aroma, fruity, well-adjusted bouquet, clean taste, and great body for its type. The intensity of flavour is permanent tribute to its origin in sugarcane and the magic of blending. Wow. Jesus, I'm blown away. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I bet Tom's sitting here now going, don't open mine. Right. I've got a kind of a guess what that is actually from Tom, but we shall see. Right, let's go in the club. Let's dive into some of these comments. I call it Caroni. Excited for white lambs. There's so many comments here. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm missing anything. I really am. One of the moderators will have to moderate so I don't miss anything. Caroni's round 2, but mine's Bristol. We'll taste the long night. I'm going to crack this Caroni out in a second. I don't know what to do first. Oh my God. Shit the bed. Oh, welcome to the over 50s club. Yes, Geraint. Thank you very much. Rum X, here we come. You love the banana. Trevor Rose is in the house. Hello, Trevor Rose. It's been a long time. Hope you're well. Open the other. It's from all of us as well. Right. I'm opening the card first. Right. Wow. Wow. That's an interesting card. Oh, thank you very much. To Steve the Barman, happy birthday from all your leg ends. From Stormy Nights. We won't we'll just leave that there. Wow. Right, okay. So is this I haven't cottoned on. I just sort of knew it was Tom. So is this from all of you as well? Right, I haven't, because I had to go and retrieve it, but I haven't actually read this yet because it was top down. So to Steve, happy birthday from us all, your rum community. Just wanted to say thanks for bringing us all together and providing us with so much entertainment. Windy is hoping to see tears. Wow. Okay. Should I be looking at that? I won't look at that, whatever that is. Right. Hang on. Let me. It's got these styrofoam. Let me just tip these out in here. There we go. Right. Oh my God. You are having a giraffe, aren't you? Oh my God, guys. What the hell have you been up to? Thank you. Windy, there might be tears in a minute. Wow. Is there anything else in there? Do I have to get... Not that I'm being ungrateful, but there's a lot of green stuff in here. Do I have to make sure there's no card or anything at the bottom of that? No, right. I think that's all right. Holy Mother of God. Jesus. Right, show's finished. Thank you very much. It's been a great week. I shall see you this time next week. My God. Did I see something about Windy having a Caroni? Is that what he's tasting along? It was £25. Yeah. What, £25? You'll change out of like a couple £100. If that, Jesus. You would have even got change out of a couple £100. Bloody hell. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, what do we crack first? Jesus. I need more room. How strong's the Caroni? 56.4 Caroni. I don't know what that is. Is that 40? 40% that. What's this Caroni? I saw this one was like 67, wasn't it? Or something? 61%. Holy hell. Wow. Dead man's fingers. Oh my God. I'm not looking at that receipt. I'm assuming that's a receipt. That's just, seriously, I don't know what to say. The Caroni. So this is Bristol, isn't it? Yeah, this is Bristol Spirits. Obviously in Bristol. This one was distilled at CARONI Distillery in Trinidad on their great column still HTR heavy type rum. Small batch from 1997. Bottled in 2019. Wow. So this is what, 22 years old? Jesus, 22 years old. I don't know what to do first. Right, right down the DMF. I'm not touching that DMF tonight. You can go screw yourself if you think I'm drinking that. Oh my God. Right. So I don't know where to go in the comments. Right. Let's start again. What do we do in the comments? Which one do we crack first? I know a few of you have got packages or something. We've got drams to taste along with. The Cube. You decide down the DMF. Geraint saying the Cube. Any advantages on the Cube? The DMF, the DMF will be a nice mixer for the Cube. Wow. And they are yours, Steve. Do what you want with them. Wow. So bearing in mind you left Tom in charge of that, Tom got the wrong address. No wonder he was shitting himself. I get it now. Sorry, Tom. Oh, wow. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the Cube first, because we could sort of loosely bang them in with Navy Rum, if you like. The rum Cube isn't really Navy Rum, so we'll have a little sample of this. Oh my God. Is it better? Is it better than Carta Blanca? That's what we want to know. Geraint's sitting there going, is it a cork? It's a cork as well. Oh, yeah. Tom did have a mild panic. I know he did. I don't know what he was doing your end, but he was having a mild panic my end. Right. Oh, it's a little. Right, let's put that on before we spill any more. So this is right. Should we get the Rum X out? We won't go too in depth with the Rum X because I'm assuming not many people have got a dram of that to taste along. I just want to see what other people have scoring it in Rum X. Ron Cube. John's going to do his nut. JB John. Ron Cube. Ron Cube. Cube. God, I tell you what, it's got some fruity nose going on. Right, the extra Viejo. Where's that? There it is. Oh, this sounds disappointing. Only one person has reviewed it. What do they know? They've only given it a 78 out of 100. Who's that? Who's reviewed it? Jokers. 78 out of 100. This better be at least an 85. At least. He's better than the Carta Blanca. Cool, I tell you what. This big old grassy kind of, not agricole, but definitely sort of more sugarcane vibes than molasses vibes off that. Scott, you'll like this. Quite floral. Jeez. So it's like a bit of tropical fruit on that as well. Pineapple, like soft ripe pineapple. My mouth's all dry and gummy. I kind of want to get water down it before I. Right, extra Viejo. Oh my God, that's a bit special. Oh my God, that is scarily easy to drink. Wow, lots of vanilla on that. Christ, you could stick a straw in that. That is dangerous. That is. Vanilla-y, sugar, a little bit of toffee on there. If I was tasting that blind, that is 100% kind of like, I don't know how old this is actually. Like, sort of, an 8-year-old rum? How old is this? Extra Viejo. I don't know how long is. I don't know how many years it's been aged for. Longer than the Carta Blanca. I probably read it out and completely forgot. Aging. No, I can't. I don't know. If anyone knows exactly how old the Extra Viejo is. Oh, look, there's a nice angle of that. That is stunning. Right, really, really light, Cuban style. Really, really light. But plenty of vanilla. Grassy, floral. It's that tropical fruit. There's a tiny, tiny bit of pineapple coming in through on that. Bit of caramel. Wow. Luscious, creamy mouthfeel. That is stunning. Honey. Little bit of honey vibes. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you so much. Love my Cuban rum. JBE John, are you watching? I might do a selfie and message JBE John. JBE John, he imports Carta Blanca and Musbetis bitters. And so a lot of you imbibe. There we go. Right, let's get that out of the way. So, that is good. That is good. Steve, off topic, you have woods for. Decky is dying. Decky is dying for me to get the woods out. Absolutely dying. Just before we go, look, just to sort of keep Decky amused. Right, these are what I thought I would be sort of having a little nod towards for Navy rums. Not tasting them all, just going to be sort of like talking about. Where's Dave's? Dave. There's one more missing there. OFTD. Sort of. I'll explain why I'm thinking these. Forza, I'm kind of thinking as well. I'll explain why, because people will be looking at it and go, so they're not Navy rums. I'll explain my logic in a minute, or in a few minutes. And mine, because that's definitely Navy. My slops bottle. What else? There was one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was one more. 7. What was the 7? I don't know. I've lost it. But that's kind of loosely what I'm going to be sort of talking about tonight. But they might have to play second fiddle to the old CARONI at this point. the show might go completely off topic. I've had like a tiny wee little bit of CARONI before in my life, but not proper. Not proper. Right, let's put those away. So, Decky, are you happy? All right, we will have a nod to woods in a bit. Can't think what the other one was. There's another sort of blend. I can't think for the life of me what that blend was. It'll come to me. Right, let's put that in there. 78 out of 100. You joker, whoever that was. I can't see who's reviewed that. How do we? No. User by post popularity. Amedeo Santoro. That's who's reviewed that Cube. Right. Decky's all excited now. Oh, yeah, sorry, there it is. Steve-O. There's these two as well. Yes, sorry, Steve-O. There we go. Gosling's Reserve and the HMS Victory. There it is. Sorry, Steve. I knew there was something else. I couldn't think what they were. They're right here. I'll tell you what, I better leave them there and put DMF over there. so we don't forget. I'm going to get rid of the rude Willie, just for the time being. They can sit down there, on there. Wow. So what do we have first? That's the woods, dude. So I'm gonna crack this. I'm gonna do the what do we call it? The boutique rum company first. What has Windy? What have you got? I'm sure I saw a comment saying Windy's got a CARONI now. Second time. Hello, Janet. Second time listener. Duppy White was watching our fave channel. Ah, you're a keeper. Anne's here as well. Hello, Anne. Wow. Okay, Ron Cube is age, is it? For 14 years. Wow. I'm gonna see a massive 14 on here now, aren't I? Says that on the bottle. Is it 14 years? No, it's Cuban. I can't read that. Wow, that's a bit special. That's a bit special. Is that on? That's on screen. Right, Cube. Thanks for that, Ian. Most. Right, the woods is the business. Right. Steve, the Cube got 9.75 from me, and according to the books, 9.85 from Dad. Ah, right. Cool. Right, I'm going to do this CARONI. Oh no, not Rumex is crashing. I'm going to do, I don't even know how to search for this. Boutique CARONI. So if people are like tuning in thinking what's going on tonight, I'm really, really sorry. I knew this was going to be a how can we search for this? That's boutique. Right, and boutique CARONI. Is that the one? No, 53.7. So I'm looking for a 61.1 CARONI from the boutique. 61.1. Hang on, that boutique. Bear with. I'm trying to find it. Oh, no, boutique. God. Worst live show ever, Barman. CARONI. Right, here we go. 53, 56, 63.1, 61.5. No. Christ, how many boutique? There we go. Boutique 1997, batch 723. That's the one. Wow. Only one person has reviewed this as well. So this is right. Have I got? Yeah, we get this. This is what this little dram is. It's that one there. Look. That's what the bottle looks like. It is that bad boy there. Right. So that is what we are tasting here. That's interesting. Been tampered with. This is not actually CARONI, is it? You're stitching me up. This tastes like Havana Club. Right. Let's have a little guzzle of that. So 61.1. Right. Whoa. Yeah, that's definitely strong. Yeah, that's 61. Woo! Wow, chocolatey. What's that word? It's like chewy, not chewy. What's the word I'm looking for? Definitely that sort of. I don't want to say petrol, but petrol-y kind of. That reminds me of, I don't know where it's gone, but what the Diary of a Rum Hunter sent me from that flagon. I don't know where my little flagon's gone now. Diary of a Rum Hunter sent me a little flagon from 1940 or 1950, a little bit from that. It's those kind of vibes. Smoky, peaty, petrol-y. Chewy, strong. Wow. Woods, look at you, look, cracking out. What's this big fascination with Woods? It's probably the worst rum I've got behind the bar. Woods. Henry's got his boutique. Come on, Henry. Is this you who's reviewed this one? It's one review. Is this you that's reviewed it? Jack M has reviewed it. Okay. And Jack has given it 85 out of 100. Wow. I've only had a little tiny little nip. I'll revisit that properly. Wow, that's insane. Not tannins, but it does really kind of coat your teeth. It's like real burnt wood. That's insane. That is like no other rum I've got behind here. Like literally, there is nothing apart from that flagon sample, wherever the hell that's gone. I've got absolutely nothing. I don't know where that is. Even remotely close to being that. Probably that. No. Wow. You can tell, right? You can tell why sort of Caronis have that mass cult following, because they've almost got that. Well, that one's almost got that addictive thing going on. It's like I want more of it. Really bizarre. It's complete. Those two are like chalk and cheese. Like that is so light and clean and crisp, and that is like really heavy. The burnt wood coming off that is still sort of coating my gums and my tongue. Petrol or diesel? No, petrol vibes off that. That's that, right? Okay, I want to get a proper. I'm going to get. Excuse me for 2 minutes. I'm just going to get a proper photo of that before I take the doodahs off, because we do like that. I should have done that with the actually with the Ron Cube as well. That's all right. We can salvage that. There we go. Right, Caroni. Boom. Boom. Right, there we go. Just for the old thingies. Right, let's get a knife. There we go. Right, there we go. That one's not too bad, because that's like that. It's when I get all fussy when you kind of break foil and stuff like that, and you end up with that kind of foam. But that's fine. I don't mind that. We'll take a photo of that in a bit. Right. Woohoo! Bristol Spirits. My first interaction with these guys was at the Rum Show a couple of weeks ago. Tried the Dominican, the Venezuelan, and Trinidad. I don't know what it was now. Wow. So this is posh Dead Man's Fingers for you, Kevin. Caroni and cola. Oh dear. In a month or two, it's going to be Steve's rare rum hunts. Does it work with Coke? Can someone ask Janet's giving me back to it while I'm doing these, because I'm completely off topic tonight. Can someone help young Janet along? Janet, what plantation have you got? Here we go. I'm waiting for Rumex to get the right info on woods before I review it. It bugs me. Why? What's going on with the woods? Woods. Is it the wrong info, or do you just not agree with the info? Is that what it is? It'll be that one. Diamond. Oh no, which one is it? It's that one. The first one. Right. What's wrong with it? Wood and Co. Independent bottler. Wood and Co. It's not Wood and Co. It's flipping. Who is it? William Grant's. It's been William Grant's for years. Who says Wood and... Who's that? I see what you mean. Angel share. Bottle size thing. We'll get back to it. Right, this Caroni. This is like completely different. Is that one it? Completely different to that one down there. I mean, the petrol sort of burnt wood off that is like really in your face. I don't get it at all with that. I get more sort of vanilla coming off that. Much lighter. Much lighter. It's only, what, 5% ABV in it? So that's 61.1. This is 56.4. That don't taste like it's 56.4%. That is dangerously delicious. In a completely different way to that. It doesn't sort of grab your teeth in your gums like that one does, and sort of coats it. It's got more of that fiery burn on the back of your tongue and down your throat. Bearing in mind it's weaker. I wouldn't say there's any sort of petrol vibe off that at all, or burnt wood, heavy molasses. There's nothing like that on it for me. This is interesting. Right. Bristol CARONI. If I just put Bristol Bristol CARONI, will that come up? CARONI Bristol Classic. No, it's not that one. HTR CARONI. Is it that one? I think it's that one. 61.5? No, it's not that one. Bloody hell, how many have Bristol done? Oh my God, Bristol have done a lot. I can't find it. Help! Oh, that one, 56.4. Yes, that one. We've got it. Right. Oh, this has had 15 reviews and it's averaging 85. Record tasting impressions. This has been updated, isn't it? So, smoky, vanilla, caramel, citrus, tropical fruits, solvents, orange, complex, leather, rubbery, oak, woody, toasted, meaty. Meaty, that's a good one. That's definitely sort of barbecuey kind of, barbecuey sort of smoky. This one isn't. Definitely agree with the vanilla. There's a touch of smoke there, but nowhere near as much as that boutique one. Like on smokiness, the boutique one. If I just said the boutique one was like a 10, I dare say there's probably even smokier, even heavier. But if that's a 10, this one smoke levels be about a 3. That's the difference in them. Definitely agree with the vanilla. Definitely agree with the caramel. Cool, that is delicious. And on the tasting notes, smoky tar. Tar's a good one for that, actually. Dry, oak, fruity, caramelized, caramel, full-bodied, tropical fruits, orange, sweet, woody, spicy, dirty rum. You dirty rum. And espresso. Wow. That is delicious. Absolutely delicious. I could see, this is the difference. This is kind of, that's, for me at the moment, that's an experience rum. You know, that's kind of what I would naturally assume Caronis are. That's kind of that sort of, you know, I've already said it a million times, but that's what I would expect from a Caroni. This isn't. This is what I'd expect off a very well done, higher aged, like Angostura. It's that kind of vibes for me. Very well put together. Very long finish. Very long finish on it. I've had some top end Angosturas recently, and that's where I'd put this. I'd put this like really top end Angostura, that vibe. And I would expect, I thought Caronis were more that vibe, but obviously they're not all, obviously they're all completely different. Interesting. Wow. Thank you very much for that, guys. I can't wait. I'll do Rum X at a later time. We'll sort of sit down and do that properly. That's insane. That's lovely. Let's just go through some of these comments. Does it work with Coke? I'm not doing these with Coke. Might work with some ginger. Have you tried the Baku rum? No, I haven't tried the Baku. Can I answer the plantation question, please? He's avoiding the rocket fuel. No, I'm not. XO, I'd make the what's the XO? That's kind of, it's obviously it's not translating properly on this stuff. What's the XO on that? It's obviously, I can't work out what the XO is. It's obviously, I don't know. It's obviously an emoji of some description. Go on, your taste for time. Definitely black top master blender, didn't you? What's that? Oh yeah, mate. Every time I get on these lives, reminds me that I've got to fix my Legends icon. Yeah, it's because you've got a different account in the membership. You've got like 2 or 3 different YouTubes in there. Right, what's the score? The score, not all CARONI are the same. What would I score that? Oh, I don't know. I need to get to grips with that. That's a hell of a journey rum. That's what I'm expecting. Like some of these, well, I know what these are, but some of these Navy rums taste like, because there's like loads of different layers to that. That's very high scoring for me. That is a quality neat. Well, they all are quality neat sipping. Something light and summery, something a bit heavy and wintry. I like that. And something like in the depth of winter when it's like -15, -20 outside. You've got that. Thank you very, very much, guys. That is amazing. Wow. I generally don't know what to say. I guess with the weight of it, I guess there was a bottle in there, but I had absolutely no idea as you guys were doing that. It just, wow. Get out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, that was on the microphone then. Wow. Blown away. Hip flask with that. That's got to like, I've got to like rearrange, you know. I've got to have my Cubase up here now. How's that look on screen? Oh, a bit washed. Might need its own little kind of, yeah, something like that. John will be happy with that, won't he? Good old boy. Right, let's put that there. Wow. Right. Whew. Wow. Right. Shall we let's get rid of that. Sorry. Oh, hide. Shall we get on with some I just want to drink those now. I just want to have a proper in-depth with those. But we've got Decky, who's really kind of like wants his Woods Navy rum. I'm going to get the worst one out of the way first, I think, and then I'll crack on with Steve's. I want to taste that just to get it out of the way, because I know there's so many people. This is probably in recent times the most requested rum. I get this at least 4 or 5 times a week at the moment. Can you review Woods? I don't know why. I don't know what everyone's big hard on for Woods is. I haven't tasted it in ages, but I remember not really liking it too much. But we shall go. We shall see. So, Navy rum. Let's talk Navy rum for a second without going down too many rabbit holes. For those of you that don't kind of appreciate what is going on with Navy rum, I'll say it again. We've got a few more people. It's Black Tot Day, essentially, today, just for those that have joined in the last sort of 15, 20 minutes or so. It's Black Tot Day. It's 52 years now since to the day since the Admiralty stopped giving, or the bosses stopped giving the Navy their daily ration, their daily tot of rum. So that's what Black Tot Day is. It's 52 years to the day, 31st of July. So that's what Black Tot Day refers to, and the death of the tot, the daily ration. So what do we mean by Navy rum? Well, there's no official legal clarification in any continent about Navy rum, but there are a few sort of adopted and recognised guidelines, if you like. So, you know, we can't say something definitely is Navy rum, but we can't say something definitely isn't Navy rum. But we kind of have some sort of criteria to follow to become a Navy rum. So let's get the first couple of things out of the way first. We've got Navy style and Navy strength. We would assume that both of those criteria have to be met to become a Navy rum. So let's talk Navy strength for a start off with. There's two sort of recognised ABVs for Navy strength, 54.5% and 57%. Basically, the 57% in old language basically refers to 100 proof. So anything over 100 proof. In this day and age, it's doubled. To get proof, you simply double the ABV. But back in the day, there was like weird calculations. It wasn't just times 2. It was like times whatever it was, 1.8 or 1.9 or something like that. So back in the day, 57% ABV used to be 100 proof. So anything at proof or over 57% was classed as a Navy rum, but also 54.5%. Now, you can pretty much guarantee that back in the days, they would have struggled to come up with a really surefire way of actually testing the ABV of a rum or knowing specifically what the ABV of a rum was. So what they did, where the whole 100 proof come from, the 57%, is essentially that whole story about gunpowder. They would put gunpowder in with rum, and if it's still set fire, if it's still lit, put a match to it, if it's still sort of like that, then the rum was at strength. Okay, and that's what ignited the gunpowder. If it was weaker than that, the gunpowder wouldn't ignite. So that's the test would come in. But to say something was like maybe 57, 59%, 62%, you pretty much, until sort of latter years, you would never sort of cotton on that, it was just that whole gunpowder test. And we're talking like 1800s, 1900s through to whenever it was, 1972. Where are we? 1970. There we go, 1970. So that's kind of what that is, a Navy strength. So this day and age, even though it is 54.5% or 57%, we kind of loosely adopt anything roughly around the 50s up to 60s as kind of Navy strength, if you like. But officially recognised this day and age is the two. It's 54.5 and 57%. That's not to say Black Tot at 40, wherever it is, 46.2. That's not. But the thing is with Black Tot, we'll come on to that. Black Tot don't claim to be a Navy rum. Nothing on their marketing says Navy rum. It might tip a nod to Navy traditions, but they don't claim to be a Navy rum. Nor does Pussers. Pussers, nowhere on that bottle claims to be a Navy rum. It's got British Navy on there, but it doesn't claim to be a Navy rum. So, first things first, pass the test of ABV. So you could sort of say that the Black Tot, the traditional Black Tot, isn't Navy strength. Your gunpowder wouldn't light in that at 46.2%. So in that sort of sense, it's not a Navy style rum, or Navy strength rum. All right, but it most certainly is a Navy style rum. So if we're all cool with the ABV, so Navy strength, we'll move on quickly to Navy style. Now, what Navy style refers to is traditionally a blend of 3 or more rums from the English colonies. Traditionally. So traditionally, it would be something like Barbados, Jamaica, Guyana. You'd also traditionally get bits of Trinidad in there as well. Basically, any rum that the Navy sort of picked up, or the merchant ships sort of picked up on their voyages around the Caribbean and came back to the UK, was there. So yes, you could sort of technically argue that they would have picked up some Spanish colonies and there's Spanish style rums and column steel rums and all that sort of stuff. But traditionally speaking, we do kind of know it as 3 of the big 4. It'll either be Guyana, Barbados, and Jamaica, or Trinidad in there as well. They're the big 4. So to be a Navy style rum, you'll traditionally have a blend of rums. So again, this is where Pussers isn't a Navy style rum. It's Navy strength, but it's not Navy style because this is just Guyana. This is just DDL, Demerara Distillers Limited, that goes into Pussers. All right, so not a Navy style. Black Tot is a Navy style because this is a blend. I have to get the website out for this. I don't think it says on the bottle for this one, but I'm sure this is a blend of Guyana, Jamaica, Trinidad, and I think it's a blend of all 4, actually, this one. Oh, it does say in it, Barbados, Guyana, and Jamaica. Sorry, there's no Trinidad in that one. All right, so we've got that. Now, we've got stuff like Woods that says Old Navy Rum. It's very clever, sort of very clever wording on that. It says original Navy recipe, distilled at the Diamond Distillery, Guyana. So essentially, you know, this is where we kind of get sort of loose with the old truth, because essentially at 57% and 54.5%, the only difference between those two rums may be the still that this comes off of, the percentage of the blend, and the ABV. So 54.5, 57. All we know about Pusses is the majority blend, and I think I can say that right. The majority blend is Port Morant still. Now, don't think majority blend is 51%, because if there's a blend of 3 rums, then the majority blend will be 34%, obviously. And if there's a blend of 4 rums, then the majority blend will be 26%, and so on and so on. You know, Guyana, DDL have essentially got 4 stills, but then they'll have different ages, different barrels, you know, different stuff. There might be like a 1-year-old Barbados, Guyana in there, 3-year-old Guyana, 3-year-old Port Morant, a 1-year-old Port Morant. So we don't know anything about the rums that have gone into that. All we know is it's a single origin rum with the majority blend of Port Morant in there. Black Tot is all on the website. You can go and look at that. They'll sort of run you through exactly what the percentages are. And that's why that's why I love Black Tot so much. They're really open and honest about what kind of blends and the percentages that go on that, especially their yearly releases. So the 22 or the whatever you want to call it, 52 years, the second release, whatever you want to call it, is available today. I think it was actually available yesterday, but it's available as of today. So we've got the blends now. Again, coming back to Woods and Lambs, you know, there's no blend, so it's Navy strength. Is it, when it says original Navy recipe? Is it really? No. Is Lambs? Absolutely. Lambs doesn't meet the criteria of Navy style or Navy strength. So you know, when we get those sort of rums, yeah. So I'll get on and taste that in a minute. But you know, so we've got this HMS Victory that we'll kind of have a little taste of. This is distilled by the Isle of Wight. I don't think this is blended. I'm sure this is distilled. So again, it's distilled to an ABV, not a Navy style of rum. The Goslings I just got out for the crack because it's not a blend. Well, it sort of is a blend because Goslings don't distill, from what I'm aware of. I think they import, but I forget where the rums come from in there. And then it was kind of, well, why have I got like the Forza out? Well, technically, you know, I could have had the Lovers out as well. But, you know, we've got a blend in Forza of Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, Guatemala, and Venezuela. So, and 47%. So it doesn't meet the Navy strength criteria, but it meets a Navy style. And that's kind of why I was going to talk about that. The Lovers does as well, although this is more Spanish influence. But there's Barbados in here, and then it's Dominican, Guatemala, Nicaragua, and Panama. So, you know, that's kind of why I didn't really mention the Lovers, even though there is a bit of Barbados in there. But I did mention Forza. So, again, Forza doesn't claim to be a Navy. This is me that's pulled this one out of the bag tonight. Nothing to do with Forza, Mr. Daiquiri, JBE. It's another one of his brands. He imports Cube, and he imports that as well. So it's nothing to do with them. That's purely me sort of pulling that off the back bar and say, well, actually, if you're talking blends of rums, multi-island blends of rums, which would kind of tip a nod to Navy style, then, you know, we should really mention Forza, even though they don't claim to be Navy. And I've forgotten the other ones already. There was something else. Oh yeah, I'm going to crack that one as well. There. So these are kind of what we're going to taste. I'm going to try and keep up with the old comments on here, and no doubt I've probably upset someone with my Woods. Woods after CARONI is going to be taste of rubbing alcohol. Going to turn it into a barbecue sauce, I think. Right. I mean, Woods, I'll be honest, Woods was, when I first started work behind the bar, Woods was available behind the bar. 1995. That was like the biggie. We had Lambs and we had Woods. And the amount of sort of old timers that used to have that with blackcurrant cordial was insane. You know, they absolutely loved it. That and blackcurrant cordial. So it's got the history, it's got the heritage, it's got that love affair. You know, they see sort of Navy on there. It's like pussers. You know, they see the sort of the Navy flag, ensign, whatever you want to call it, on there, and it's tradition. You know, we can't knock tradition. As I say, there is no legal classification of Navy rum. You could just make up your own rum, distill it. I don't know, distill it in Cambridge, whack it up to 54.5%, and call it Navy style rum. You know, because there is no legal classification. So there's no right or wrong. It's just kind of what we assume and kind of look at the history books around, because you have to take into account what the Navy and what all the merchant ships used to do. They used to travel around the Caribbean, port to port, and then come back to the UK. So they're getting rums from different areas, different islands, different countries, bringing it back to the UK, and it was all getting blended. So that's kind of what you would assume. Sometimes in a Solera style as well, because, you know, rum will be poured on top of other rum. It's not just going to be kind of, we'll take a bit of this and a bit of that. It's just all going to be vatted together. So, you know, that's kind of where we go for Navy style. Now, the reason I like these kind of things so much is it was this one that actually started for me. It's behind my bum because I've moved them all along now. It was last year's. It was the Four Islands. That was kind of my first, during the rum journey, my first experience of like a multi-island blend, if you like. Obviously, we had the plantations up there, but, you know, so plantation OD is what? I forget what it is now. It's the two, innit? Barbados and Jamaica. Yeah. So obviously we've got that as well, but this one has real sort of depth of character and different layers. This is Dominican Republic, Barbados, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and there's something else in there as well, Agricole from Guadeloupe. So I really fell in love with those different layers that were going on in rums. So as much as I love the light white rums, unaged rums, I kind of do like those Navy style rums, or multi-island blends, multi-distillery blends of rums, because you get all that depth of character going on. So let's go for woods. Now that I've waffled for long enough and I've lost the taste of Caroni. So, Caroni, lovely and smooth. A joy to drink. Sort of off camera a little bit. Let's bring it back to camera. I have to say, Steve, I did try the Gosling's Reserve and have a chat with them down at the rum show, and that is mighty fine. I did like that Gosling's Reserve. So, not jet black, but kind of very dark. I need a white piece of paper behind here, don't I? Like a white piece of card. I need to be all professional and get a white piece of card. That's what I need to do. I bet this isn't blank on the back, is it? It's my colour checker. You can kind of, there we go. You kind of see that. So you can kind of see it's quite dark woods. Oh, I could have used this gin thing, can I? I bet Wendy's absolutely pissing himself there when he was opening that. It's like, gin. Right. Smell. Caramel. Touch of vanilla, but loads and loads of caramel on there. Actually smells, it's going to be quite sweet. I can't think the last time I had this. Pre-2012. I pinpoint before, so when I started my business, 2012. So 10 years of me in business now. I don't think I've owned a bottle since I had my business. So, you know, this is easily 10 years. Just caramel, sweetish. I don't get the alcohol burn from that at all. Yeah, not much going on for that, right? Wow, the sugar in that. If that's unsweetened, I'll be amazed. What is the old woods? So quite thick, quite viscous. Look, I'll be honest. I can see why that has a lot of fans. There's no character to that. I mean, drinking that to that, I mean, you wouldn't compare those two anyway, but I'm just emphasising the difference between the tastes. That is very one-dimensional. If that is, I would struggle to actually pick that up as a DDL rum, to be fair. Woods. Bearing in mind, chocolate. Loads of chocolate coming off that now. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. That is the only kind of nod I would give it to Demerara, to EDL. English Defence League, to DDL. Bearing in mind, this is completely different ABV. This is 40%, the 8-year-old, Eldorado 8-year-old. Yeah, much lighter, much smoother. We know this has still got a little bit of sugar in it, but tasting those two, if there's not double the amount of sugar in the woods to the Eldorado, I would be absolutely amazed. I don't know whether it's... There's no nod to sugar content on the woods, on the Rum X. Treacle, Karen, that's a great shout. Yeah, that's a great shout. I would imagine how that's coloured up, actually, to be fair. They probably say no sugars added because they actually colour it up with treacle or caramel or something like that. In the same way that rose mullion, don't add sugar to that. However, there is 12, I think it's that one, the dark rum. There is 12 grams of sweetness in there, but they use a very, very dark sugar in that to give it that colour. So that'll be the same. You know, that'll be essentially a white rum or Havana sort of, you know, that sort of grassy kind of colour rum. And that'll just be coloured up with caramel. And I'm assuming, yeah, treacle, burnt sort of toffee, burnt sugar sort of sweetening. Being brutally honest, I know there's a few of you that are kind of looking to buy it. The direct comparison I would do is the OFTD. I know it's slightly stronger, 69, isn't it? Where are we? 69%. So 57 to 69. So we're going quite a lot stronger. That's just the joy to drink neat. That is delicious drinking neat. I would much rather, every day of the week, I would much rather have that than that. Is it just because that says original Navy recipe on there? That's rubbish. Of course it is. It's absolutely rubbish. But you know, this is where are we? Barbados, Jamaica, Guyana. So we have got a blend in there. So we probably, this is more probably Navy style than what that is. All day long for me. All day long, that. It depends what you want it for. Do you want a stronger rum? I dare say that that's going to make a good rum and coke. And the price of it, we can do that actually. We can do that. I've got, I think this was yesterday. Tiny little bit of fizz in there. Yeah, it's a good rum and coke. It's actually pretty decent rum and coke. It's a very sweet rum and coke. So look, you know, if you want cocktail rum, rum and coke rum, entry level, that's, you know, you're not going to go too far wrong with that. I don't know what the price is. I swear some people have put prices on here. I've seen a few saying on offer somewhere or other. So pretty. If if you're paying £22 for that, maybe a decent bargain compared to your OFTD. But if you want to sip it neat, I think you're going to struggle to sip that neat. I think you would have something like the OFTD, even though it's stronger, is a great kind of rum to sip neat. So that's my kind of viewpoint on woods. I'll just go through the sort of rum X in my head. Sweetness, 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. So I would give that a strong sort of 7 out of 10 on sweetness. Not much fruit going on there. Not much wood either. It's kind of like a weird. I suppose you'd say spices because of the sweetness, the caramel, the sort of vanilla in that. So it's more. It's definitely not much wood in there. Definitely not much fruit in there. Medium short finish on it. I would give that somewhere around what's the scores? 60s are. 60s are pleasant. I'm not going to say it's good. So 70s and above is good. 60s is pleasant. Hang on, what's below pleasant? Average. 50s is average. I think I would actually. I would go top end of average, bottom end of pleasant. So somewhere around, but I'd sit down with it probably, but somewhere around the 58 to 62, 63 for me out of 100. It'll do the good. It's a good cocktail rum. It'll be a good rum and coke rum, but there's better. But if it's on offer, if it's the price I think it should be, there we go. Where is it? Mr. Bungle, 20 quid at Sainsbury's. To be fair, you ain't going to argue for that. 20 quid for cocktails or rum and coke. There's better. There is way better out there. But for 20 quid, I know some of yours, some of your levels. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to, Mr. Bungle. 20 quid at Sainsbury's. If it's not that, because I've just seen Geraint put 30. Oh, unless Geraint's done a score. I don't know what Geraint's 30 is, but yeah, it's all right. It's just sweet. That's all. So we've done that one. Let's just put these. I might have to wash some of these glasses up in a second. What should we go on to next? I'm going to do Havana Steve's next. Lowest score I think I have seen you give. It wouldn't surprise me actually. Karen? Yes, I do like it neat. Very interesting. We took a 1-0 win, but the women's announcement stole the show. Well, had to buy. Hang on, what's Geraint saying? I had to buy one of these. It would be the RTD. Yeah. Out of the two, you would do. Now, hang on, let me just quickly rinse some of these. I'm going to now try this Gosling's Family Reserve. And I did get a little bit of blurb about them, but I've completely forgotten what that blurb is. I think it was just aged for a bit longer, and I can't actually remember what it was because it was at the rum show when we were sort of talking about. I'm going to add these to my slops bottle. We were talking about many other rums as well, so I can't. You'll have to forgive me. Right, so I've got one more. We can use that while they're drying. This is the Gosling. I think it's called Family Reserve. Gosling's Family Reserve. And I've forgotten the ABV of this. Steve's put it in a banana rum bottle as well. Good old boy. So Gosling's Family Reserve. I don't know the strength. If someone wants to give me... Hang on. Gosling's. Perhaps I could get it up here. Gosling's Black Seal. It's that one. Right. So this is what the bottle looks like. That's what we are tasting now. We're tasting that. Gosling's Old Rum. I think it actually says Family Reserve on it now, doesn't it? I'm sure it does. There isn't a Family Reserve, no? No, it's just that. I'm sure that's changed to Family Reserve, but that's the bottle anyway. It's like sealed sort of thing. Do we have an ABV of it? 40%. Someone's put 16-year-old. Age 16-year-old. I don't for 1 minute. believe it's 16-year-old, but if it is, wow. 16, that sounds a bit funny. Right. Don't need a glass to neck the DMF. James, hello James. Hi Story. I haven't been on for your channel for a while. Been busy. Have I missed? My birthday treats, young James. They're all there. I've got a CARONI. I've got a extra viejo Ron Cube, and I've got another little CARONI down there. But we're on sort of Navy Rum in a nod to Black Top Day today. So I'm currently on the Gosling's Family Reserve. So, Geraint scored Woods higher than Plantation. 40%. Right. Cheers, Steve. So this is who sent me. There we go. This is who sent me this little sample. Havana Steve over in Northern Ireland. I think he's back home now. Has been away on holiday. Right. Bottle number 5079, batch 19. Right. I tell you what. Right. Having tasted this the other day, I really liked it. Having tasted this off the back of those feisty 60% Caronis and the Woods 57, that's like just drinking tap water. Perhaps not a good idea. Perhaps I should have worked down the ABVs. I should have done this properly. Done that. That is just literally like drinking tap water or cordial. Hang on. Try and reset the palate. It's just like, why? If you'd have given me that, say there's no alcohol in that, I would have completely believed you. That's what drinking those does first. Thanks, James. 20 Windy, it's £20 a bottle. If Plantation was £20 a bottle, I might score it higher. Geraint is just kind of he's, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not accepting his love for Plantation. That's why he's fighting it. He's fighting his love. We've won him over with spiced rum. He's quite partial to a spiced rum, but he's not sort of open to his Plantation fetish yet. But he's getting there, bless him. He's only a newbie to rum journey. So this is who I'm talking about. This one here, Geraint. He's a newbie to his rum journey, so we kind of have to let him off a little bit. But he's getting there. You know, he's on his spiced rums at the moment. We'll get him onto his Plantations in a bit. Oh, sarcasm. Right, this. This is actually really nice to drink neat. I mean, it's definitely my palate's been ruined by those, so I can't be fair to it tonight. But that it just tastes like sort of sugar water to me at the moment. But it is. I get this sort of subtle taste to it, but I'm just not getting the alcohol off it at all. 40% ABV. That might as well be water in that glass for me at the moment. I think I might come back to that actually. Let's leave that to one side. Let's see if I can work down the ABVs to sort of get there a little bit. I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do. I should have worked up, but so this Black Tot is 46, isn't it? 46. Right. What else was I doing? This one's 47. Pusses is 54. So did we really need to be tasting pusses? I've done a load of work with the gunpowder proof. We kind of know what that is. I might revisit that. I'm gonna crack this one because I think this is the next strongest one I have. So this little bad boy. Oh, that's the best comment of the night. So, full disclosure, keeping those of you that don't know what's going on, Geraint is like a strict sort of agricole, like proper sort of. He's our resident rum geek. He likes his expensive rums. So that's why that comment is really, really funny. Right, hide. Oh, I've just put something else on the screen. Right, there we go. Hide. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Although that comment's pretty funny as well from top. Right, there we go. Hide. So this, I'll give you a close-up of this on camera. This is what we picked up at Manchester Rum Festival. Dave basically just got a load of rums, put them in a barrel, and then blended this up. And you will get to meet Dave in a few weeks. So here we go. We've got Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, Venezuela, and Trinidad. So I would say that's definitely Navy style, not a Navy style rum. Dave will be coming on his Drinks Enthusiast. He is Drinks on the Rum on the Couch on YouTube as well. So Dave will be coming on twice in September and October. In September, he's going to be walking us through Clermont, my members and all that. We're going to be doing a Clermont agricole tasting. I think Ash is going to come on as well for that one. A few of you have met lovely Ash. She was at Imbibe and she was at the Rum Show. So I think she's going to come on for that as well. So you're going to have a two-way thing there. And then Dave's going to come back on in October and do Bounty, which Bounty is the entry-level Chairman's Reserve, St. Lucian rum. So we're going to be doing like the gold, the spice, the dark rum, the light rum. And they've got two others, but I'm not sure whether we're doing like 5 or 4 or 3, or I don't know. So you will get to meet Dave. But Dave owns Manchester Rum Festival. That's another one of his businesses. So he's quite active, is our young Dave. So this I tasted at Rum Festival. I haven't had it. Obviously, I've just peeled it. I haven't had it since. 63% ABV. So going back up the ABVs here. Steve is holding off drinking too much, saving up for a big finish. Hey! He's not, because he's driving first thing in the morning. He's going on his hollybobs. Right. Woo! See, the nose of those two, complete. See, that's just like soft sugar. Demerara Muscovado sugar. That's what I tasted off the Goslings Family Reserve at the moment. Whereas that is just like, it's a bit dangerous, isn't it? This is nice. Carl's got a bottle. Carl, is that what you're drinking? I think Carl picks up a bottle of that. Hey, Robin, how are you? So Carl was at Rumfest with us. I think Mr. Cheeseboy has got a bottle of this. Right. So this is my first little tasting since Rumfest back in mid-June. I forgot what day it was now. 16th, maybe of June? Something like that. That is delicious. Oh, banana. Wow. Banana. Luscious banana. I'm not sure if that's sweetened or not. There may be a token amount added to that to kind of round it all off. But I'm not overly convinced. Oh, it's a little bit of smokiness coming out now. Wow. That's what I mean with these sort of multi-distillery blends. You get those so many different layers. It's definitely on the smoky, dry end of stuff now. The first initial taste, it's like banana and fruit. That there is banana, fruit, bit of pineapple. You get kind of the punchy sort of molasses off that. Maybe a little bit of treacle. What's going on? Has Trevor destroyed his bar? Trevor's uploading photos to Discord. Trevor, have you... Hang on. Sorry, I won't read that out, but is your bar gone, Trevor? I'll read that properly after the live's finished. But now, so the first up is that fruit. Now it really dries out. You get massive wood notes. There's almost a nod to that petrol-y vibe off the CARONI. Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, Venezuela, Trinidad. It depends what that Trinidad is, actually. Oh, I like that. comparing that to the OFTD, that's insane. The first sip, Carl, I hope if you're tasting it with me, hang on, I'm not drinking now. Right, okay, sorry. If anyone else has got a bottle, who's at Manchester Rum Fest with us? It was Carl. Who else picked up a bottle? Ganimal, did you pick up a bottle? Who else was there? I think that was it, wasn't it? This is crazy. Real tropical fruit. That banana is so sweet and so in your face at the start. But then after 30 seconds or so, it just completely disappears. And you are left with, it really does remind me of that CARONI. Not that CARONI, that CARONI. That sort of petrol-y, burnt toffee, burnt sugar. And I'm doing that thing with my tongue around the lip, the teeth, what I was doing with that. It's really coating the top of my teeth and gums. So, I would say I'm getting the Jamaica up front. I'm saying that banana has to come from Jamaica. It has to. I would say the tropical fruitiness, like the pineapple that I'm getting off that, is probably the Barbados rum. The Trinidad is definitely that sort of the aftertaste, the finish. So I'm getting Jamaica and Barbados up front. I'm getting definitely, I'd say Trinidad on the finish. It has to be Trinidad on the finish. I've tasted nothing I've got here. It's sort of in the Barbados or the Jamaican finishes like that. So that has to be the Trinidad on the finish. What's the other? Guyana, Venezuela. I'm not really getting. I suppose the roundness of it, I suppose I'd attribute to Guyana. I don't know if it's the right thing to say. It's quite it's also quite a light rum. I'd be really interested to see the percentages of this, of what's gone in there, because Venezuelan would obviously give you a slightly lighter style of rum. No, but no, Venezuela wouldn't actually. So I was thinking Dominican Republic then for some reason. Venezuela wouldn't. Venezuela's like Pampero, isn't it? That is really interesting. I really, really like that. That's. I would say possibly there's a touch of sugar in there. And I don't mean much. I just mean a touch just to round it off. I'm also. No, I can't say that. I legally can't say that. I was going to say I know who's. I guess I can have a strong guess of who's blended that. And then I was going to say something else, and I really can't say that. So I'm going to shut up there. Before I get myself in trouble. Because that would have been about like that. I don't know who's blended that, but I can have a very good guess who's blended that. I like that a lot. Really, really like that a lot. I'm wishing I bought 2 bottles now. I only bought the one. It was only I forget what it was now. 25 quid, 20 quid. What was it? 25. I'm sure it's 20. Wasn't it 25 quid or 2 for 40 or something like that? I know they're only 50 cl bottles, but that's that is delicious. Absolutely love that. That has to be Trinidad on a finish. Really does. Wow. Yeah, that finish. Yeah. Posh Kate. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the membership in there. I think that was it. I wish I bought a bottle. I wish you were still standing up so you could buy a bottle. Ganimal. Boutique Pete. What? Decky Doughty, Boutique Pete. No, the blender. What? I don't know what we're talking about down there, but no and no. Boutique Pete was there. Boutique Pete was on the doilies. He's Mr. Foursquare, isn't he? Right, so I've done the 63%er. So coming down, the Navy styles. Was there something else? got 3 there. I'm sure there was something else. Someone said to me, why am I not doing Smith and Cross? Smith and Cross would obviously be a nod to Navy rum as well, but it's a blend of Jamaican. The only thing about it that makes it Navy is 57%. And you could argue that the only thing that makes that Navy is the 54.5%. That's Guyana. That's Jamaica. I'm not going to taste that because there's no point. So there's no point tasting that either because we kind of know. I've done a lot of stuff with passes. It's a decent rum. I like it. It's a great cocktail rum. It's a great mixing rum. Rum and Coke, fantastic. Your punches, your painkillers, those kind of drinks. That is fantastic. That's a great rum for that. I've never been 100% sold on the Smith and Cross. I've never understood people's fascinations with it. It's lost on me that. It's an all right rum. It's just not a people go on about the funk, the funk of it. It's nothing. It's generally it's literally nothing on it. It's marginally funkier than like an Appleton. I suppose if your experience of Jamaican rum is Appleton and then you go into that, there is marginally more funk. But when you go onto like the Hamdens, when you go onto like the Rum Bars or the Ray and Nephew, or, they for funk, they smash that to bits. It's a decent rum. It's overpriced in the UK because it's not really massively imported. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Right. Oh, we've got this as well. 57. That should be the next one. Right. So this is. Hang on. There's a few more comments coming in here. 25. I just said 20. Right, there we go. So I was bang on the money. There we go. Right, 20. 25 for one bottle, 2 for 40. I should have got 2. 15 quid for that. Victory rum. That's what I'm going to come on to next. Yep. Need to get to myself to Manchester next year for the rum show. No. No. James, no. James. That is a seriously poor example. Sorry, I'm not being snobbish because I do like my spiced rums, but that is the seriously poor example of a spiced rum. No. So yes, and that is massively overpriced as well. That bottle for £35. It's a farm. See, this is the thing. It's a farm shop brand. They naturally go in at like £15 more than what they should be. So that rum you're looking at should be about £20 to £22. It's not £35 spiced rum. Absolutely not. Right. So next we're going for Isle of Wight Distillery, and Windy will like this. This is distilled by the same people. There we go. Victory Rum. The same people that do Mermaid Gin. Okay, so Mermaid Gin on the Isle of Wight. I think they do vodka as well because they've got a white, a blue, and a red bottle. So the white is their vodka, the blue and the red is their gin. I can never remember whether it's strawberry or raspberry, but it's a flavoured. But the blue bottle is like their plain gin. And actually, to be fair, it's a decent gin. They are pretty good distillers. They are very good at what they do, and even the vodka is lovely. It's a really kind of lovely, luscious, creamy vodka. It's really good vodka. What they do. So I've never tasted this. Have absolutely no idea what this is. 57% though. And I think they distill this. I do think they distill it from molasses. I don't think it's imported rum. Let's reuse the glass. Here we go. Right, let's do this. So Isle of Wight Distillery. Little sample. I'm assuming that's 50ml, isn't it? Is that 50ml? 50 cl, 5 cl, 50ml. Yeah. So this is Isle of Wight Distillery. It's kind of a fruity. Mermaid do nice shaped bottles, yeah. Love being able to say gin without selling off. I can't. I need to get. I haven't bothered. I need to get the bot involved in this. The bot was getting all angry at Agricole earlier, and I've got no idea why. So yeah, there we go. Scott's put it. Careful saying Agricole. So if I set the bot loose in here on the live stream, God knows what would happen. So I've resisted the urge at the moment. Right. Steve's got the Lazy Dog Gold. Where'd you get that from, Steve? No, it's not distilled on Isle of Wight. Perhaps their website. This is another DDL rum. Okay. Right. Okay. So Big G has clarified. I wasn't overly convinced that they did distill it. Okay. Best of, yeah. I'll tell you what, Decky comes up with some great ideas. I forgot about it. I had forgot about it, but I have actually made a note from your comment a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was. It's on my notepad, my OneNote, I should say, best and worst. But there will be. It probably won't get launched until the end of August because I'm going to build the content up. But I am launching a second channel, rum channel. It's not going to be talking about rum in that sense. It's going to be more rum mixed drinks and probably spiced rum. Not totally spiced rum, but I would say that channel will probably be 50% spiced rum, 50% rum, but drinks like mixed drinks, cocktails, that sort of stuff, with a difference. Whereas this channel, I'm just keeping it as it is. Nothing's changing on this channel. I just kind of need an outlet for some of the decent spiced rums and mixes, quality drinks, cocktails without the faff, essentially. So that will come. I don't know when that will get launched in August, but that will come at some point during August. So yeah, that's what's coming up in there. Right. That is actually really nice. That to me, wow. That instantly reminds me of. I tell you what, there ain't much difference apart from the ABV. It's a lovely honey finish on that. There's honey coming out in there. I've got a DM from someone. Who's that? Who's DM me? Don't recognise that face. Belfast Mark. Hello, Belfast Mark. I'll read that later. And I'll forget because I've already read it now and I'll forget to go back and check it. Right. That's uncanny. That tastes like an amped up version of that. That instantly reminded me of Eldorado 12-year-old. Instantly. Just an amped up version. Oh yes, I would agree with Geraint on there that it is a DDL rum. There is a lovely the difference I'm getting apart from the alcohol. You know, you're nearly at 20% stronger, so 40% ABV, 57%. So there's a good 17% ABV difference. You're getting a sort of a honey finish off that. It's very subtle honey finish, and the alcohol kick. But take that alcohol kick out of it, there ain't much difference. I get the subtle coffee, subtle chocolate off that. Subtle bit of wood, aging, the barrel aging off that. The chocolate is definitely there. The more coffee pronounced in there. But it is that the difference, the variance is that sort of semi-honeyed agave, a honey agave kind of finish to it. But I tell you what, the blend of DDL, whatever's in that, can't be too far off what the blend of that is. And I don't actually know what the blend of the 12-year-old is. I've never really looked into like the percentages of what stills go into that. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's very, very similar. Very similar. But that's lovely. And you know what, actually? That's made me curious of what the ED would be like at a higher ABV. That's very good. That is very, very good. I know the price of a full bottle. I would love to look at. I need to look at El Dorado a bit better as their single cask releases at the ABVs. Whether they do any specials, because that would be really interesting to kind of get a 12-year-old at a higher ABV, or the blends that they do of a higher ABV. Because that, I swear to God, that ain't far off. Very, very similar. I mean, that tastes wishy-washy tasting it after that, but yeah, very, very similar on that. And put those to one side. That could go in. That could go in my slops bottle. Here we go. Build my slops bottle up. Right. Let's add a bit of this to it as well. So, where do we get to on here? Chris Bingo Ringo has put. What's that? Is he doing little Eskimos? What's this? What is that? What's the Eskimos all about? Or aliens? Oh, it looks different on the comments to what comes on screen. Right. Interested to see what that spiced rum rant is. Oh, the spiced rum rant. So that is a week on Thursday. Not this Thursday coming, but a week on Thursday. It's a good. I quite like the video actually. It's a very good rant. Went on rant mode, but I kind of like it. Whoa, £48. That's quite expensive. I think they are doing something with the Navy though, or the Natural or the History Museum or something. Something's happening down there. £48. Yeah. Right. Okay. Bots. Are we getting bots? Why are we getting bots? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Spiced rum rant. How long have I had mine? So I've had. This is my slops bottle. This started on either like the 2nd or 3rd of May, and it's been. I have emptied it down to there, and I used it, and now I've topped it. I'm topping it back up again. At the moment, this tastes insanely of banana. At the moment, like massive bananas. Bearing in mind the weakest rum in there is 40% that's gone into there. I've done a lot of tasting with like the black dark rums in there, so there's a lot of 54% that's gone in there. There's bits of Jamaican gone in there as well. This is just like insane banana. So easy drinking. If you gave me that as a banana spiced rum, there's no banana rum gone in it. You get a massive sort of Jamaican finish on it. But if you'd have said that's banana flavoured rum, I would have been, oh, it's quite nice. If they use real bananas, that's insane. Every video that I've released since now and like early May, any kind of neat rums that I've tasted will have gone into that. So you can kind of see there. There will be a bit of spiced rum gone in there as well, but not much. Like literally, we're talking maybe a bit of cane rock and I forget what else now. What have I done in videos? I'm not talking live streams. A bit of the rose mullion spiced would have gone into that, but that's about it. The rest is all rum, but it's just insane Jamaica. Insane Jamaica. Right. So, I tell you what, that Corona, it's not it's not drunkenness, but I think that Corona is giving me a massive headache. Also, I can sort of get. I can still. This is how nuts this is. This one here, I've still not lost that petrol vibe from the very first tasting. It's still there. I can still taste it. That's nuts. That is. Right. Massive bananas. He just spits all his rum into it. Hey, Mark. Speaking of rants, what's this? Speaking of rants, Steve, when are you and Wendy going to set up a podcast and a debate on sherry cask rums? Sherry spiced rum, you mean? Yeah. So just to kind of give you the backbone of this story, Wendy doesn't get spiced rum because Wendy's opinion is that you should just drink rum naturally, and anything added to it is like he doesn't see the point of, like, why. But Wendy fails to realise that sherry cask rum is exactly the same thing. It's just flavouring it with sherry. So Wendy's like got this very blinkered vision about, fair enough, he might not like cinnamon and vanilla and stuff like this, but his whole argument was going on about, rum should be natural and all this, that and the other, and yet, he's sherry cask's biggest fanboy and doesn't really relate that the sherry cask is adding sherry flavour to the rum. But hey ho, he is from Bristol after all, soon to be Wales. So we can't argue with Windy logic. We can just point him in the right direction. That's all. So, Forza, I'm going to put Forza to one side, but I think Forza is. Why not? Why are we 40? Yeah, 47%. This, isn't it? 47. Sure is. Where's the ABV on this? Yeah, 47. My hands on it. So I'm working down the ABVs. So this is a blend of Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, Guatemala, and Venezuela. Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, Trinidad. Wow. So the only obviously there's going to be different stills and all that involved, but the only difference in blend, this has got Guatemala in it, that's got Venezuela. But both are Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana. No, I'm talking out my ass. No, sorry. Yeah. This one's got Trinidad in it. Sorry. This one's got Trinidad in it. This one's got Guatemala in it. That's the only difference. They've both got Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, and Venezuela. Bearing in mind, there's going to be different blends, different stills, different amounts. There might be like 20% Jamaica in that and 5% Jamaica in that. So the blend will be completely different. I'm just talking origin islands, distilleries, if you like. All right. This I remember kind of the first time I ever had this. I remember just smelling it, going, "Whoa, chocolate! That is insane chocolate on there for me. Like really big chocolate." Do you know what? And this is how nuts this is on the smell. And this will be completely, some of you are going to be thinking, "What are you talking about?" Right? He's coming up here. Oh, there we go. Smelling that Forza reminds me of Belgrove's hazelnut. That's how much chocolate I get off that. It's just like the taste, they're chalk and cheese. They really are. But the smell is just chocolate. Big, big chocolates. Dark chocolate as well. There's a little bit of sweetness on there, a little bit of vanilla on there. A little bit of coffee, like ground coffee. Not a coffee, not the smell of coffee, but that real fresh ground coffee. This is a banging rum. I do like Forza again, and John knows this. It is expensive for what it is, but they're a little company without mass market. So we are you would naturally be adding £5, £6, £7 a bottle on just because of the size of the company and the size of the distribution. There's nothing you can really do about that. So, you know, if you want stuff, you've got to pay the money for it. But this is a quality rum. I do like this. I mean, at 47%, I would say it's a lot stronger than what it actually is. If you gave me that saying that's a 54, 55%, I'd agree with you. I love it. The chocolate is there, subtle. Pretty sure it's unsweetened. It might be like a nominal amount in there, like 5 or 6 grams. But I'm pretty sure it's unsweetened. It's light. It is creamy, but it is very light. But it's just a lovely rum. For me, not a cocktail rum. The most I would do for that is like an old fashioned or rum fashioned. But for me, that is 100% a sipping rum. Whereas, and this is the difference with some of these Navy rums, that for me, completely the opposite. That for me is 100% a cocktail mixing rum. I ain't drinking that neat. But rum and cokes, rum punches, that sort of stuff, yes, 100% that. But this stuff is just gorgeous, neat, absolutely gorgeous. Really, really good, that. Right, so that's the Forza. You know, chocolate. It's got a little bit of fruitiness to it as well. I'm not kind of sure what that is. It's a little bit of fruit coming off there, but yeah, no, I can't pick that. Right. I have to drink, so I'm getting a massive headache. Right. And we're citing the next edition of tarot cards. Yeah. Right. Yeah, sorry, if you don't know what that is, basically all these, although that might be, you know, they need to do something to accelerate the brand. That's all. And what that looks like at this precise moment, we don't really know. But for the brand to start getting traction, they need to do something a bit more mass market. We know that. They know that. Because when they start to do something a bit more mass market, then they've got better distribution, and you can start sort of drilling the prices down very, very slightly and get more sales, essentially. Right. And that is owned, that brand. It's the Lovers. I'm not sure what his actual trading name is. He started off as the Lovers, but that's the first rum. I'm not sure actually what the trading name is. But it is David Cordoba, Mr. Daiquiri. Used to be the Bacardi global brand ambassador. Travelled the world as the Bacardi rep, essentially, showing people how to make daiquiris. And he's a lovely, lovely guy. Lovely guy. Known him for... Oh, Christ, known of him for 12, 14 years or so. Known him for... We only met properly and chatted properly in the last couple of years. But yeah, I have met him and chatted to him before. Lovely guy. Right, Black Tot. Let's finish this before we go on to the Goslings with the Black Tot. So this is Barbados, Guyana, and Jamaica. 46.2%. Black Tot. Super smooth. The smoothest. I don't know why I've hidden it all there. The smoothest of all the rums I've tasted tonight. And I'm not saying sweetest. I'm not actually sure whether there's any sugar added to that at all. I don't know. But it is very light, very easygoing. Completely different to what I'd expect from a Navy rum. From that body. If you just said to me that's 100% column still rum, would have believed you. It's that light, but so tasty. I definitely pick up the fruity Barbados off that. The tropical fruity Barbados rum is very upfront in that. You get the sort of layered chocolatey coffee, rich Demerara vibes off that. And then just sort of tucked away in the background. Again, I can't remember the percentages in this, but tucked away in the background is that little subtle nod to Jamaica. Not much. For me, it's definitely Barbados, definitely Guyana forward. And that'll be quite amusing because I bet there's probably more Jamaican in there than anything else. And to be fair, Jamaican rums, you do get quite a bit of fruit off there as well. But I think for me, that I really pick out the Barbados rum in that. It says on the front, unsweetened. It does, actually. You're quite right. Unsweetened. Unchill filtered, unsweetened. But it's, you know, if you gave me to that, give me that, a little nip of that and said, there you go, it's 100% column still rum, I would have happily agreed with you all day long. Massive all-rounder. Neat sipping. The ABV is not going to blow you away. 46%, 46.2, 46. Forgotten already. 46.2. Definitely not going to blow you away. It's a lovely ABV. The more rums I'm tasting, at that sort of 45, 46, 47, even from 44 to 47, 48%, I really like now. I think that is my sweet spot. Like the Dawley's 47 is amazing. Such a different rum to the 40% ABV. Completely different. And then when you go back to it, and I always thought people were just called like the rum geeks, the rum snobs. I just thought they were being a bit pedantic about 40% rum. But now I completely get it. Because when you go up to like the mid 40s and the higher 40s, they're just such different rums. And going back to that 40% is just so wishy-washy. It really is. I'm going to have to look at the percentages. Actually, then. Oh, if you swill it, you get... if you swill it, you definitely get Jamaican vibes. That's interesting. If you sip it and get like a little bit of oxygen in there, that's real tropical fruit. But if you swill it, you get that Jamaican. That's nuts. See that for me, this is kind of not my ultimate rum, but I really enjoy this rum because, you know, it's a neat sipping. It's light. I've not done a daiquiri with that. And you might notice I've got a daiquiri series coming out. I think that'll make a really good daiquiri, actually, to be fair, because it's quite light. Be very interesting. Because I'm going to throw a curveball in for video 4 when I do the daiquiris. I really like it. It's got a little bit of peppery spice on the finish, like just tingling the gums. The nod to the higher strength ABV. Right, let's put that. I quite like keeping a little bit of slops back just to put in the slops bottle. I kind of like that. I'm not going to be all posh and call it an infinity bottle. It's a slops bottle. Right, let's go back to this family reserve. This Goslings. I need some more water. Right, there we go. So, I think even that 46%, I think was a little bit... I'll tell you what I need. I need something weak. What have I got at 35 or 30%? Oh, hang on. Windy, I'm going to humour you. Although coupe is 38%, if that's what you're getting at. 38. If I got something, I want a 35%. I want something quite weak that isn't spiced. I'll go for the Cube 38. 38% windy. Stronger than 37.5. I know what he's referring to, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Right, I like BT, but the Masters blend has spoiled me. Aruba, oh, what's this? Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, we're singing now, are we? Cool. Aruba, Jamaica. That's for the film, isn't it? I don't know who sung. Was that the Beach Boys? Who sung that? Was it the Beach Boys? I know it's from the film Cocktail. That's the only thing you need to know about that song. It's in the film Cocktail. It's Tom Cruise. Right. I like that a lot. Bottle of cola, the dreaded lamb spiced. What's the ABV of Bristol cream? Yes. Was that 35? Right. DMF is 37. I haven't got any DMF here actually. Well, I've got the banana. They've changed that. They have 100% changed that recipe. I tried the very first batch that they ever did, and that was flipping. If you got banana from that, I would be amazed. It was like a flavoured toffee. It's like toffee rum. This actually tastes like banana now. Not a great banana, but it tastes like banana. They've 100% changed that recipe. I might add that to the slops bottle. That's nuts. I wish. I tell you what I'm going to do. The other bottle, remind me, the other bottle is still at Drink Stuff. It's been untouched. I haven't used it. It's at Drink Stuff. I'm going to taste it. I swear to God, all right, it will be, where are we, 2 years out? I don't know when they've dropped it now. It must have been early COVID. It must have been mid-2020 when they launched it. I swear to God, there was no banana on that at all. It's toffee, or toffee caramel flavoured rum. That is completely and utterly different. It's like sweet, sherbety. What's those banana sweets? The banana foams, is it? That's what that tastes like. I mean, it's not great. It's nothing like hello, Steve. Hello, Steve. Been chatting to Steve quite a bit recently. Hello, Steve. It's nothing like Mr. Cargo Colt. Mr. Cargo Colt is it's like proper banana. I mean, it's Jesus, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's proper banana rum that's in bananas. This stuff from Australia. It's like Bundaberg. It's flavoured Bundaberg. Right, let's drink my Cube. See, that's really interesting. Even at 38%, and I know what the banter's coming here, so I'm almost resisting saying it. And I know you're going to be going, so just saying that. Even at 38%, I get a healthy sort of alcohol bite off that. Not, nothing major. I'm not talking like 54%, but I still taste the alcohol in that. Yeah, I wonder. Hang on. I mean, that it's not strong, but it's not wishy-washy. I know you're going to think I'm being biased here. I know you are. I absolutely know you are. But that's just the Carta Dorada. Is it because, and I don't know this, is it because Cuban rums aren't sweetened, or it's that natural sugar? They're sweetened because of their process. I know there's something different about Cuban rums. I've never got my head around it properly. They're not allowed to sweeten Cuban rums, but there is something different to the process, or something. I don't know. I need to properly look at this and speak to. So Pete is coming on actually. When's Pete coming on? Pete is coming on. Peter Thornton is coming on the week after Rumfest, Manchester Rumfest. He will be talking about his Cuban rums, Black Tears, and I can never say it properly. Progressiva, but he's more coming on to chat and rant about Cuban rums. So yes, he will be talking about, and I think we will be doing the taste along with Progressiva, but I'm getting him on more to chat about Cuban rum, because we had a great chat at the rum show in the afternoon, and his knowledge of Cuban rums just blew me away. So that'll be an interesting show. But there's something about Cuban rums that, to me, I would struggle to say it's 38%. I would sort of, I wouldn't say it was stronger than 40, but I'm going to be. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. This, going back to this Gosling's, it just tastes like. This is really bizarre. It just tastes like flavoured water. But I did really like it at the rum show. Mm. No, it's got a bite there. It's got a bite there. I think Steve mentioned. I think if Steve's still here, I think he did mention how much sugar was that. If someone knows how much sugar's in that Gosling's, I think that's potentially the difference for me. I would say that's not heavily sweetened, but a lot more sweetened than the Cuban rums, and I think that's what I noticed the difference. That's my pouches just falling on the floor. Oh, Top Cheese, are you here? Top Cheese, Top Cheese, your next. Top Cheese, this bottle has been cracked just for you because you're my first foreigner. So you've had a little bit of that. That's in the post tomorrow morning. All right, Top Cheese. So that'll be winging its way to Norway, hopefully before the 21st. So yes, for those of you in my membership community, this is the next one we've got coming out. There we go. So this is the 21st of August. This is belting white rum. If Ganimal can actually remember this, Ganimal really did like this. There we go. Streamer tail is the hummingbird, national bird of Jamaica. So Archie will be coming on. Maybe Priscilla, Mrs. Archie, but it's Archie's blend. There we go. Look, great care has gone into balancing Jamaican flavour with Trinidadian elegance. No added sugar, spices, or colouring. I tell you what, I'm going to resist the urge, but for those of you that were lucky enough to try 10 cane, 10, as in 10, 10 cane, you're in for a treat. I wouldn't say it's exactly like 10 cane, but it has. I would give that a big nod to 10 cane. I would love to get my hands on a bottle of 10 cane. They don't make it anymore. I mean, they've stopped making it years and years ago. But that was a great rum. Great white rum that was. Lucky enough to go to the UK launch of that. Huey from the Fun Loving Criminals did a DJ set at the UK launch of 10 Cane back in the day, back in London. When was that? 2004, 2005, something like that. and I think it ceased its begin existence like 2010, something like that. It didn't last long. It was way before its time. Like a white rum. This is in the days when, you know, it was marketed as a white sipping rum, and you were like, well, what the hell? No one drinks white rum neat. You know, that's those days. So it was going head to head with Bacardi and Havana, which were daiquiri rums, mojito rums. And this 10 cane came on the scene. It was 32, 35 quid, something like that. But it was a gorgeous, gorgeous rum. Loved it. So yeah, my membership community, you are in for a treat for that. Ah, there he is. There he is. Hey, Ganimal can remember it apparently. Right, I have. If I'm quite happy to do. Probably not that one, Chris. if I drammed that up, I think you might get a mil of that each. But I'm quite happy to send drams of this out. If we'll chat about that in the Discord, or I might get shouted at. I don't know. I'm quite happy to send a little dram of that out. Why not? Let's do it. So obviously, save. You know, you fuck off if you excuse my French. It's after 10 o'clock now, isn't it? Yeah, I'll swear after 10 o'clock. I don't mind that. I'm very good at not swearing before that. But yeah, if you think you're getting some of that, you're sadly mistaken. But yeah, we can sort something out with that. Right. Oh, hang on. I tell you what we can do. I tell you. Oh, we can't. Sorry, we can't. I was gonna do my little thing. Where's it gone? There it is. I was going to do my little hydrometer, but I haven't got 100 mil to. Or sorry, what is it? Yeah, 100 mil. I haven't got 100 mil to do it with. Otherwise, I would have done the old dipstick test. But I should do this. I should use this more often, shouldn't I? I don't. But yeah, I mean, it's lovely. It's really, really lovely. But for some reason, I just find it quite. Oh, see now I've stopped drinking those. That's what it is. Now I've stopped drinking those stronger rums, and had what probably 15 minutes or so since a strong one. Got a lovely. It has got a lovely. I did really, really like it at the rum show. I did. I wouldn't mind betting. I'm my eyes. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, you won't kind of see it. I don't. Oh, you can see it. It is there. I am kind of looking at Don Papa. I would generally say that's quite sweet. And one of you cracked out the Hechicera, didn't you? I've still not opened this yet. I bought it for a video, and then I stopped doing the reviews. It's still sealed. I've still never tasted Hechicera, so I need to do that in another Solera. That is my one true Solera aged bottle, I think. I don't think I've got any other Solera, so I might need to do a Solera sort of video. I might need to get my hands on more Solera. Yeah, I think that's my one and only Solera rum. So I might need to get another Solera and do it. What? Hang on. What? Yeah, shit the bed's not swearing. When you see there's a drink stuff video coming out, and I'm in the video, but it's not my video. And when you see the amount of bleeps, I had to put bleeps in. So when you see that coming out, I think it's actually coming out. Oh, hang on, it might be coming out tomorrow. It might actually be dropping on Drink Stuff tomorrow. Just wait for the amount of bleeps that I've put into that, and then you can guess the words that I've bleeped out, because they're not your casual throw it in for. I mean, it's a business; they're representing Drink Stuff, but the ladies are very potty mouthed, very very potty mouthed. So there's quite a few bleeps in that one. Yeah. Right, last things, and I'm going to sign off for the evening. I just want to, for those of you that are still on, my core. Honestly, I'm absolutely blown away by this. Thank you so much, and Steve-O for sending that through. And I've still got another. Hang on, I forgot. What's that? Oh, that's my coconut plantation. Is that who sent that? Is that was you as well, wasn't it, Steve-O? The AB Gold that's from Jamaica. Steve-O's thinking, no, it's from Yorkshire. It's a different joke aimed at someone else. I think Steve sent me that as well, the AB Gold. We've got there. But hopefully you've kind of had a little guided tour of Navy rum, Navy style rum. My pick of the show. Well, my rums aside, do you know what, right? I will always have a lot of love for Black Tot. I really do like Black Tot. Black Tot is a stunning rum, even the entry level. And I'm toying with doing the others. It's not really what this channel is about, but I kind of want to. So for those of you, I'm sure most of you here, they're probably in the Discord now. You're the core bunch. But for those of you that don't understand what Black Tot are doing, Black Tot basically, so the 50th release in 2020, they blended a rum, lots of different rums. They blended it all together and they released that. But what they're doing is they're keeping a certain amount back from each year and then blending that into the new batch. So in 2021, there was, give or take, whatever it's, just say 15%. I think it was 14%, but 15% of the 2020 then got blended into the 2021. And then they've done the same. We haven't seen the official numbers yet because it's not on the website, but they would have kept, say, 15% back of the 2021 to blend it into the 2022. Now, for me, I'm really excited to maybe get, it's going to cost me a fortune, but to catch up with the back catalogue, because you still can get the 2020 just. And it's not the £500 one. The £500 one's a very limited release. But you can get the 2020 50th release still just. So I'm very tempted to do that, because what I would love to do is in 10 years from now is have all 10 years rums, bearing in mind that year 10 will then have a blend of all 9 years before it, and year 9 will have a blend of all 8 years in it, and year 8 will have a blend of all 7 years. I think for me that's going to be amazing, and that's going to be a great one to sit around with friends. Maybe some of my Legends community. We'll all stay friends. However this evolves, my dream would be like maybe even next year, but my dream would be to get everyone together and just everyone bring a bottle of rum and just kind of sit around, trying these special rums or whatever. Maybe I'll bring that. But yeah, we'll see what we do with our little community that we're building and all that. But that'll be the cool thing to do. But I just, it's just that little bit of the journey for me. All those different blends. I think this year, from what I've seen, from what I heard Mitch saying, this year, although they haven't released it, this year's got the most rums in it. Something like 22 or 23 different rums that have gone into the blend. Crazy. Last year's had a bit of Australia in it, Trinidad. 3 different types of Guyana, or 4 different types of Guyana rum in there, 2 different types of Barbados, Solera blend. So yeah, that's going to be really fascinating. But the point I was getting into, Black Tot. I love Black Tot as a brand of what they're doing. I think that's really cool. But do you know what? It's not a Navy rum. It's not a Navy strength rum. But it is a blend of English colonies with 1 Spanish colony on there. 2 Spanish colonies. Sorry, it's all of them put together. So you've got Barbados, Guyana, and Jamaica, and then you've got Guatemala, and then you've got Venezuela. So you've got a nod to all colonies going on in there. I really like that. That's a fantastic for a blended. If you can sort of lose the Navy style rum tag and just sort of keep it to blended, multi-island, multi-distilleries, I really like that. That's really nice. Really, really good. So yes. Right, Santa Teresa. Yeah, let's go. I know that was a few minutes ago. So where are we? That was about 10 minutes ago nearly. But yeah. Yes. And more. I will say there's some S's, there was some F's, and there were some other letters in there as well. The AB Gold is awesome. Where is the gin set? The gin set is here. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Sorry, Kevin, and the DMF banana. There we go. Thank you. So I am off grid. Well, I'm not off grid. I won't be off grid. But coming up, you've got some awesome videos coming up this week. Coming up next week, next Sunday, is the taste along with Stratford Soda. Don't forget, those of you that haven't done already, you can get involved in Stratford Soda. There is a discount in my Discord to taste along. We're going to be knocking up some cocktails and some mixed drinks and all that next week. It's a very different show next week, a fun drinks show as opposed to a neat sipping rum show. So a very different one. The spiced rums will be coming out to play next week as well. Just showcasing what you can and can't do with rum. So Stratford Soda guys will be on. So that's next week. Thank you so much again for this. Honestly, I'm just massively blown away by this. Massively. Mainly because I know how much this costs. And I'm just like, what the actual have you done? So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Down. Thank you very much for all the birthday love. We'll chat. I'll be on the Discord in a bit. Know me, but we'll chat through the week anyway. Thank you for watching. Thank you for this, and I will see you next week. All right. Toodaloo.